Hi, this is Larry. I'm pretty excited. Got my new sluice in the mail. I've been waiting for it. And I'm going to take it up to the San Gabriel this Wednesday. I think it's that September 4th. It's supposed to be a very hot day. If I waited a week, it would be 10 degrees cooler. But I can't wait. So, here's what I've got. It's a bazooka gold trap. www.bazookagoldtrap.com. I've got the Prospector model, and this one they make three models. They have the mini, the Prospector, then the real big one, the minor. And even within the models they have different sizes. This one's a 30-inch long and it's tapered, so it's 9 inches at this end and 13 inches at this end. Now let me show you a little bit what it looks like here. Below it has the water trap to force the water into those three tubes down there. And I'll go to the other side to show you what that's about. Of course, it has a little handle on the side. Hopefully that'll last. Now at this end, there's the tubes. They empty out into the gold trap. And I'll explain that in a minute. It has a grizzly on it, so you don't have to worry about classifying. You know, if there's some real big stuff, you might have to, push it out of the way once in a while. But normally, if you get it at the right angle, most of it's just going to blow off there. Because it's tapered, the PSI gets stronger as it gets towards the grizzly, and the top PSI is going to be stronger than down below here where it's going through. What happens, you notice there's no riffles on here, just smooth. What happens is the water material coming through here goes over the grizzly, gets rid of that big stuff. The smaller stuff falls down into the gold trap. And in that trap, because of those three tubes and the water forced through the tubes, they call it fluidization. And what that does, that keeps the material suspended in the water. So if you would look at it, it would look like it's just a bunch of heavy dirt in there, but it's mostly water, because it'll force stuff you don't want out of here. And what happens, since gold's heavier than everything else, it'll drop to the bottom. And everything else will be suspended and eventually blow off as you're putting more material in. Now, I've read a lot of reviews about this. There's a couple company reviews, but it's mostly people just like me that have tried it out. And I've watched videos on YouTube. They've had it out now for 2 or 3, 4 years, whatever it's been. And I'm pretty impressed. I'm hoping it's going to work the way I think it is on the San Gabriel. I've been torn for a while. I've been looking at this for some time. I've heard good things about the Angus McKirk, and I think it's a good, it's a good setup. But I heard better things about this one. The problem with this one is it costs twice as much as the Angus. So it took me a while to convince myself to go ahead and give it a try, because I'm thinking all it is basically, you're talking about some plastic and some tubes and a little grizzly. I mean, that's what you're paying twice as much for. But what it is, it's based on the Schmidt bazooka principle. Now, he died a few years ago, I think, and people used to use his bazookas mostly in dredges, and were very impressed by that. And so these people have the rights to manufacture this now, and they made a sluice out of his bazooka, and they also modified different things on it to make it even better. So I think it is going to be a good sluice. I've read so many good reviews about it, excuse me, and I've seen a lot of videos on how to use it, and it looks like it does the job. It really gets a lot of the fine stuff, excuse me, that other sluices don't. They even, one guy even had a Keen A52, and he, oh, excuse me, must be some dust in the air here. He put it at the end of that, and he caught a bunch of stuff that the Keen threw out. So that's a good thing. But anyway, I'm going to take it up there. Go back about 4 miles. My brothers are coming with me, a couple of my brothers anyway, and we'll try it out, and hopefully we'll have some results. The only thing I don't like about it is with a regular sluice where you've got your riffles here, you've got your moss, you've got your carpet, you can see what's getting caught as it goes down. This, since it's inside this trap, I don't think there's really any way to see. Maybe you could get down and see a little something, but pretty sure you're not going to be able to see anything in there to know if you're in a good spot or not. Another good feature of it, though, it's easy cleanup. What you do, you put the thing up like this, take a 5-gallon bucket, fill it about 3/4 full of water, and just dunk this in there and lift it up and down about 3 times, and that cleans it out. All your concentrates are in the bucket. Don't have to tear anything apart, and you just set this up again and you're ready to go. I noticed one thing, because it's tapered, it's mostly for the flow, but it kind of helps wedging it in places too, where you want it to stay in a good spot and not move so much without piling 20 rocks on it. That looks like another good feature. It seems like it's solidly built. It looks like it would last a while. So let me see. I guess I'm going to go up in a couple days and I'll finish this video with my results. And I haven't actually been up there for about a month because my wife had some major surgery. And who knows where I'm thinking of going. It may be completely cleaned out and I won't have anything to show. But one way or the other, I'll be able to try it out and just, it'll probably take a while to get the idea of what angle I need to go at, things of that nature. Okay, I'll get back with you. Okay, it's Wednesday, September 4th. We're at the trailhead of San Gabriel. Randy, Steve, Jim, me, Larry, and it's 6:03, so we're going to head off onto the trail. 6:17, made it.
About what, 1/8 of a mile?
This is a half a mile from there to here. So we made it to Heaton Flats, map area, camping area. There's some tents down there. Taking a little rest. And our next goal is the 1 mile mark. 1 mile from here, so that'll be 1.5 miles altogether. Anybody have any comments?
I'm just the happiest camper ever.
That half mile didn't seem too bad. It's more rugged.
These ones are hard for me. Like I say, I have no sense of balance. You guys, you have no problem, it looks like. .641, we made it to the 1 mile marker. Myself, Larry, Randy, Steve, and Jim bringing up the rear.
He's a little slow in his old age.
So from the car to here, it's about 1.5 miles. So we've been going for 39 minutes.
I don't phone with your phone.
So do I.
Here's Randy, then Steve, and then Larry gonna cross the log.
Watch Larry fall.
It takes extreme balance.
Which I have none of.
I got an hour of sleep, so I'm kind of disoriented. Steve took the easy route through the water, but should I push your red button just to turn it off, or?
Yeah, just the button on, push the big button. Now we have Steve playing the old miner part, so how's the trip going for you, Steve?
Yeah, my feet hurt, my back hurts. Oh, my old mule Bessie, I left her back there, half dead. Big nip.
Over something?
Oh, what does
When
it
it
say?
first started, it said something about 6 miles.
Yeah, I don't know. There's different ways you can go, different trails. It's from that sign to the bridge to nowhere. It's 4.2 miles from that point, you know, from that sign. I've never been there, you know, just going to where I go is far enough for me. But maybe one of these days. Any words of wisdom, anybody?
I think I'm kind of out of them.
Okay.
Anyone else got any?
How far do you think we are now?
Well, here's the way I calculate it. It takes us to get to the first mile from the map. It takes us a half hour. So, and we were there at 6:40. So, in theory, in about 5 more minutes, we should be 2 miles. Taking out for stopping. But like I said, I've never found the mark, or maybe ask one of these guys if they've ever seen it, if we see anybody up here today, where the 2 mile marker is.
Doesn't seem too bad. If you had to guess, how far is the bridge?
The bridge? Oh.
3 miles?
Well, where we're going, the bridge isn't too far past there, I don't believe. Couldn't be too far.
I mean this bridge.
Oh, this bridge?
How far do you think we are now? 3 miles?
We're going to be 3 miles in about 10 or 15 minutes. So, but it's 3.5 miles from where we started.
I'm just getting my second wind.
I never had the first.
Hey, back there, there's a bunch of firewood. If we had to camp here, we could use that.
So we're kind of wondering about Steve. He's also had this discussion about the Dodder party. We're way back here.
I noticed Jim's got the most weight on him.
What if we just shave a little off? Liposuction. Do it for free.
I wonder if when they built the bridge, they just left that extra wood over there.
I don't know. There was some other place like that around here where they did the same thing. I saw in somebody's video where they just left. They were mad because they complained about everything. They left these pieces of wood after whatever they built, you know.
Oh, it won't hurt nothing.
But they say they complain about every little, you leave a little flake of something there, they get. Jim here just made a discovery, found a famous signature. Somebody wrote Brad Pitt. So then somebody asked, was his wife here too? What's her name?
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah. I don't see her name. This probably isn't the type of place she'd like to go to. Unless she had somebody fanning her and all that stuff. It's 8 o'clock. We made it to White Swan Rock. I call it, it's kind of a combination between a turkey and a swan. So I call it Swan Key Rock, but everybody else calls it White Swan Rock. And I read some book from years ago, some guy from his observations. He didn't get a chance to check it, but he claimed if you follow those stringers coming down in the rocks, he thought at the bottom right there would be a good place to find gold. Now that you all know that, you'll probably go find it and I'll miss out on it. But anyway, I don't know if anybody's ever tried over there, but that was his observation.
Now it looks like that white swan is chasing somebody, doesn't it?
Yeah, somebody said it looked like an alien. He's chasing an alien. So just give everybody an idea what this area looks like.
The ancient aliens did put that there.
It's a sign. What does it mean?
Yeah. I think it means go back.
Okay. They're going to turn everybody into swans, or maybe a swan chased one of the aliens. There's marker 3. It's 8:15. So it's been about 2 hours and 15 minutes. Take a little break, get our third wind.
take a picture of that old drain thing there.
Remind me on the way back.
I don't want to backtrack. Plane coming from LAX.
What do you figure your 10 grams are going to be under that rock? You figure there's going to be at least 10 grams under that boulder?
I'm hoping there's gold under it.
After all that trouble, huh? Let's hope so. Place I've always, well, it's gone down quite a bit. Over there, that pool right over here, and like right against that rock, if you had some way to, you know, dig the stuff up and get it into a, like, you know, pan. When you think all hope was lost, we made it. All we have to do is cross the river here, and it's 8:49. We left at 6:02, so 2 hours and 47 minutes. Here we are, safe and sound.
I'll just have to pick up the big rocks, I guess, huh?
I guess so.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure, but I thought I saw a gold flake, but I could be wrong.
Oh, okay. Yeah, looks like somebody does have a tent set up over there.
He did or does? Too.
So where do you think you see this gold flake?
I don't know. I thought I saw it under there, but it might be under the rock. I'm not sure now because I moved the rock around a little. Maybe it's there, maybe it isn't.
Hard to say.
Could have been seeing things.
Mm-hmm.
Then once we get in the carpet, that's what we save for the pan. I mean, if you don't see nothing, you dump it in the pan, you pan it.
Yeah, well, oh, I think you have some gold already, right here. Don't put your finger in it, it'll make it leave. See right there? Do you see that speck?
Yeah.
Jim has gold already. First couple little scoops. Yeah, so anyway, you just when you start seeing you're getting some, and if you're worried like if it's starting to move, it doesn't seem to stay in the spot, then you might want to clean it out. Where to go? Did it move? Well, it was there a second ago. Where to go? Yeah, it might have went down into the carpet now.
Right there.
Oh, is it there? Okay. Well,
The water's kind of being more ripply now.
I see it.
I'll let Randy see. It's just one speck so far. Seeing is believing. Okay.
So then I need the stuff.
You need what?
And then how do I just let that go and go in the carpet, or get the sucker bottle, or what?
Well, once you're ready to clean it out, put it all in your bucket that you're, dump it all in the bucket, clean this thing out good, and then eventually.
And if you see gold up there, you just let it be.
Yeah, I mean, you can, if I have sucker bottles, if you want to suck it out, you can, but sometimes when you stick something through the water, it'll take off, Now you can get...
it's better just to let it go in there.
Well, it might just stay there the whole time. Sometimes it does, but if you see it disappears and all that, if you have like 3 or 4 or 5 pieces up there and all of a sudden they're disappearing, then you might want to take the thing and clean it out to make sure, it's not going over to the end. Well, here's a bazooka. Got it set up. Now, whether I have it exactly right, it'll take me a while to figure that one out, as far as the angle and so forth. Randy doing a little panning. Steve feeding his sluice box down there. Jim's getting the chair. Well, Randy's checking out his first clean out. See if there's any color at all. None of us have ran much material yet, so hard to say. Jim has a chair down in the water. Hopefully he doesn't break the guy's chair. What's that?
Maybe a couple little specks, but that's about all I see so far.
Okay. Well,
I think anyway. That one is out.
oh yeah, it's a nice piece. Yeah, you have to. Whenever Steve will give up that classifier, you run the risk of losing it with those bigger rocks. Yeah.
I'm trying to pick them out.
Uh-huh. Well, I do have a little tweezers if you want to use them.
I mean, I've been trying to pick out the rock, the big rock.
Oh.
That's all I didn't.
Yeah. You got one? Okay, well, we got to document Steve. Well, I'll pretend like I see it.
I'm 99% sure that's what it is. Look straight right there.
Oh yeah, you got some. One anyway, at least. What's this up here? Is that something, or is it just a light? Way over here, is that just a light? It looks like, make it look like it's something right here. Is that anything?
That just looks like quartz.
Earlier I think I had a few more maybe like that almost.
What?
Earlier I might have one or two kind of like that.
Oh, okay.
When I was down the carpet.
There might be more under that rock, I can't tell, but...
Okay.
Oh wait, it looks like that. Oh, that's probably nothing. I thought there was something like that. Oh wait, maybe it's more.
Yeah, keep digging.
Well, you watch this thing?
Well,
see, I got a little shovel. I can just pick out the bigger rocks as I go if you want to.
Should I let it go on the carpet, or do you think I should do the tweezers and all that? You see something? Because I better just let it go in the...
Well, I'll bring the tweezers over. Well, I put a few scoops of from my bucket here into Randy's sluice. Since he's got the Keen A51, I could see the gold right away that way if there is any in the bucket. And I did see a couple pieces. And as I'm shoveling this in, right before it goes into the gold trap over here, or through the grizzly, I've seen a couple little pieces. They stopped, hung up for just a second, and they went in. So I know I'm on some gold. How much is debatable. It's about 10:45, so we've been here for about an hour and 45 minutes now. When I get done with this one, it'll only be about a half a bucket that I've ran, unclassified. Once in a while you gotta just scoop these out of the way. Some of them go right over. And I don't know for sure if I even have this at the right angle and set up right, but just experimenting. You have to maybe move a couple rocks once in a while. This is a lot, saves more time than having to classify all this stuff. See, most of them do roll off, and again, maybe at a better angle they'd all go. Although I've looked at some other videos, usually you see people moving rocks every once in a while and get hung up a little bit.
Case, you probably learn quite a bit.
Yeah, sometimes you hit some good pockets. Well, clean it out, and then if you find some more here, you'll know it's here.
Where is it? I'm seeing a ripple right there. Where is it?
Oh, here.
Oh, down there. Oh, yeah, you got quite a bit. Beautiful.
Very nice. So how you doing on yours, Steve?
I thought I saw another piece, but I'm not 100% sure. This might have been that stuff Larry scooped in there, though. I don't know.
Well, I couldn't see. I can't see what I'm getting in mine, so I scooped a few scoops in his. So, and I saw some as I was scooping, but he could have got some here too. So I don't know. How about Jim? You find any more?
I saw one.
And Steve, when you clean that one out, you have to make sure you put the expanded metal back exactly the same way. It has like a little lift on one side.
I've been digging in the same hole for a while too, so I don't know if it's the other spot.
Well, you'll soon find out, I guess. So this spot right here, pretty much down onto bedrock. It's a little bit slow going, but that should be where the good stuff is. Looks like it's a pretty nice day out here. A little bit of a breeze. It's warm, of course. What time is it now? It's 11:25. Just finished lunch. So I'm going to run some more dirt through there in about 10 minutes probably, as soon as I get about a third of a bucket each time, just so it's not so heavy to carry over there. And it's not classified, so might as well say it's a lot less than a third of a bucket.
Hopefully, if you're digging in the right spot, you should be able to find a ton of it.
Oh yeah, there's some nice chunks in there. So I mean, did you get any in like the other part of the pan? Or, I mean, the sluice, the...
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
There is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so Randy's got quite a bit of this pan. He doesn't have it all the way down yet, so you can kind of see some stuff sticking up.
Well, probably be best once I get it all at home and separate, then you could, whatever it is, you could take a picture of that.
Do you have a bottle? A little bottle?
No, well, no.
Well, there's some in Jim's box here. So we got, I don't know, 10, 15 little pieces there. Anyway, we'll keep trying. Look at Steve's over here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Where is it? In right there. Oh yeah, I see. Well, I don't know if the camera can see. Yeah, there's a. That's a pretty nice looking chunk there. And then there's. Well, it's hard to see. Anyway, there's a couple pieces up there too. So, get those those bighorn sheep are up there anywhere.
Did you see that, Steve?
What?
His big piece he got.
Oh, you got one big piece?
Well, I don't know if I got a picture of that. I better.
Oh, the one in the jar?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
Maybe this way you just got his scoop too, but I'm just gonna scoop.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, you've got the biggest piece so far.
I actually gonna put some gravel in there so you can't touch too good.
Yeah, I thought those sheep might be hiding up there, but I don't see them. They get kind of camouflaged when they come down.
Usually later in the day or just anytime.
The last time I saw them was about noon. Sometimes I could kind of see it before it went into the trap, so I'll try it again here. I can show you. Actually, I don't even know if I have this thing set up exactly right. I probably don't.
Maybe whatever I got could have came from yours, but I don't know. So I actually do some more from that area. I don't know.
Well, since it's in your sluice, we'll say it's from yours. I remember the guy said something about, in the instructions, 5 inches over the water line. So I don't know if he's talking about this end, like from here 5 inches up. If that would be the case, that's about 5 inches, isn't it?
It looked like it was working good.
Yeah, you have to push some rocks away once in a while. You know they get stuck down there. Let me see if there's anything. Well, try a couple more. I don't want to hold you up. I just wanted to show you. You can kind of see it if it's there. Oh, nothing. Well, give me another second or two here. I'll see if there's anything. Okay. Nope. Oh, is that something? Well, if there is any, it might have already gone in, but last time I saw a couple of those things that kind of stopped for a second, like about right here, before they went in. They're thinking about it. Do we want to go in, or do we want to be free? Will they take us to a good home? Got one more here. I guess you're not going to see anything. Sorry, I thought you might.
We have to see when count it all out.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured I'm going to just try it like they said. I'm just going to wait till I'm all done and then clean it out, you know, see what I got. I don't end up running a whole lot anyway. I just, I come up, I got about a 1/3 bucket at a time, and a lot of that has the big rocks in it.
Well,
Yeah.
a big nugget, huh?
Yeah. Oh, there's a piece of gold that's under the grizzly. Okay, went into the gold trap. What's that? Wait a minute. So the 30-inch bazooka has been working pretty good today. I'm just going to wait till I'm all done to clean it out. Haven't really ran that much dirt, probably a bucket and a half, 5-gallon bucket and half, so run a little more. And we'll see what we got. And let's see what my brothers are doing. Here's Randy. He's the first one, or the closest. Well, any action at all? Yeah, it's too hard to tell, but you'll find out eventually. And now we're coming up on Steve, prospector extraordinaire.
I already pulled a couple pieces out of this pan, so I don't know if there's any more in that. Yeah, really small.
Oh, there's a night. Where? I thought I saw something.
Yeah, I thought that was
Maybe it
gold,
was.
but I think it's something else.
Oh, okay.
Might be copper or something.
Yeah.
There's a
There
piece.
you go. Very elusive.
There's a display case.
Yep.
I have all that to still do all that.
You have what?
This is just the first pan.
Oh, okay. So quite a bit more to go through.
I just got this small pan to take it away.
And the famous Joby backpacker sluice.
Those little rocks get stuck in that thing.
Then we have Jim. Hey, let's see what this guy's got.
Is that funny?
Oh, you had a holding up a pan. Okay, well, are you cleaning out the creek?
What's that?
Are you cleaning out the creek?
I'm sorry, I'm too close to the river.
He said he'll let us see it later on when he gets some more. Says he's not doing great, but he's finding something. Yeah, very nice. So, here's my concentrates. That's about 7 gallons that I went through. So, some of the pieces of rock are a little bigger than I'd like to see in there, but it's not bad. And I think I actually see a piece of gold over in the corner. Okay, clean it up. Alright, first pan just had mostly big stuff in it, so there wasn't anything. But I'm starting to see a little gold poking through here. And what I should actually do, those guys are using a classifier. You need to bring like a 1/4-inch classifier maybe, and just classify it as I'm panning, just to make that go a little faster probably. Or I'll do like the one guy did, he put the 1/4-inch hardware cloth over the grizzly, and that seemed to work pretty good for him. You know, somebody asked him, well, what if there's a bigger nugget? He seemed to think it would just go over the grizzly and just sit there. So I might try that out, or just use a classifier when I'm panning to speed up the process. Yeah, there's some of the gold there. Still got a long ways to go to clean this pan out, but that'll give you an idea. Well, I just scratched the surface, and I seem to have quite a bit of gold here. I don't know if you can see it. And I still have quite a bit in there. So I don't know if it's the spot or if it's the bazooka, or a combination of both, I guess. But I'm very happy with the bazooka so far. I can't have no complaints about it at all. Let me swirl it around a little bit here, maybe give you a better idea. Yeah, that's a nice piece. Yeah, there's a lot of gold in there. And I still have quite a bit of dirt to do. I'm about worn out. I might just take the rest with me and do it at home. Well, I sucked some of it up with a snuffer bottle, or sucker bottle as I call it. There's some of my stuff in there. I don't have a magnet with me, so you a little black magnetite or hematite in there, whatever it is. And there's still a whole bunch of this pan. See, it's all over the place, and I have all that to go through. So I think I'm just gonna take the rest of this home and mess with it there. 2:27. We're on our way back. Depending on how tired we are, we should get there about 5:30 maybe to the car. Maybe later. Not in any big hurry. But there's a nice breeze here. If there wasn't any breeze, it'd be burning up. So we talked to the guy with a snorkel on and all that. He said he'd show us earlier what he got, but this time he was a little elusive about it. Didn't really want to. He said he had it all put away, and maybe he did. So we'll just figure he was engaged in his work there. Didn't want to mess with it. 2:55. The fallen heroes working their way back. We're almost to the 3-mile mark. So we're getting there slowly but surely. Admiring the gigantic oak here. Oh, we're not in the punching time clocks. Whenever you want to go, just...
Whenever you guys are ready.
I'll take Jim a minute to get his backpack going here. It's nice billowy clouds.
The strap right here. Can't find it.
Soldier, get your backpack.
Steve's in his prime. Jim's hat blew off, so he rescued it, so he's getting all his stuff back on. Oh, hey, Steve, I'll make you some water. I didn't know you were out. Hold on, don't drink that. I'll make some. I don't want you taking a chance. Who knows what might be in there. Don't want to ruin your day even more. So give me a couple minutes. Yeah, here we are, kind of road weary.
How much farther?
I don't know. I don't know.
So that one sign that shows something 6 miles, and how far to that sign you think?
Wait till I find something I recognize a little, then it'll pop into my head how far we are.
I bet you that's kind of like that quartz looking stuff is probably what they make the marble out of. It looks almost like a marble. When you look at it, it's got that pinkish color in it. And you can open up a marble mine. What's Barry say? Don't get too comfortable there. You can't talk there too long.
Yeah.
What's this phrase he says?
You can park yourself there for now, but don't get too comfortable.
Is that, I can't remember, is that what it's been for a while, or is that did it change?
It used to be 303 or something like that. Now it's this.
It was 1906.
Oh yeah.
Long ago.
Yeah.
It was 333. That's what
333, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a member of the union. That's why I'm out here tromping around for hours on end. No money.
The glazer. They merged with the glazer. Well, the glazer's up how we're always a part of it now. Glazers are merged with them or something. I think it's $13.99.
Yeah, they want to run the operation. And then the old, what's the other ones? Carpenters stuck the drywall stuff.
So what do glazers get per hour now? What were you guys getting at
29,
29?
32 or something.
Rob said they're getting like 35 or 36.
Who is?
He was,
Oh.
or Rob.
Yeah, I think Kay.
I know some kind of bonus, maybe even like close to 40 maybe.
Kay had to be, you know, they had her on whatever she used to get before. I think it was like, what is it, 30 or 32 or whatever it was. It wouldn't go up when the others went up.
Well, that's nothing to squawk about.
No. Yeah. Of course. Is the 85 per diem, does it matter how far you come to go to the plant? Or is it a different amount if you're so many miles? Or?
I think that's what this company just pays. Because Rob was even looking at this one in South Carolina. Before he got this other job, he's checking on the houses there, maybe thinking moving there because they got a 50-day out, so maybe they're building some plants around there.
I think Ronnie lives there, doesn't he? I can see there's one of those, South Carolina, North Carolina. Where's Myrtle Beach?
Now he lives in Pennsylvania.
South Carolina.
I think that's where he lives.
Now Donnie lives in Pennsylvania.
Oh, he moved?
Rob said he didn't think it's too far from that job. Yeah, Eric went.
Yeah, unless you guys want to sit for a while.
Oh, let's wait a couple more minutes. We got to go out in that heat.
Maybe the shadow will move closer over there.
Maybe.
The sun's going down over the hill.
Well, how far about is it? About a mile and a half more?
No, it's more than that. Sorry. Maybe around 2, yeah.
How far is it just to go up the hill?
What do you mean?
From the canyon to the car up that hill? It's not too far.
Oh, well, yeah, you mean from the map? Is that what you mean?
I guess the map. I was just saying down below, but I guess the map is.
Yeah, that's about a half mile. So, we have to still have to get to the 1 mile marker. That's a ways yet. And then from there, it's a mile and a half to the car. So you guys ready to become professional prospectors?
Yeah, if they drop me in by a house.
Maybe you would prefer over at the Sleepy Bear Mine when it's cooler, dry washing, huh?
They'll drop me in with a helicopter, then a certain time of day they
I got to get a fast mule to come back here. If there is such a thing. Mm-hmm.
If it was easy, everybody would be getting gold.
Yeah.
Wasn't that like a couple years ago when you were talking about?
Randy knew more about it than I did. The kid with the rock.
I thought I heard something about that, but that was like 2 years ago. Somewhere around LA. A big nugget.
There was a true story. It was on one of those shows like Believe It or Not or one of those things. And this guy was an outcast. His family hated him. So they told him, you know, you're gonna have to make it on your own. So he goes out to become a prospector. First time he swings a pick, he hits some gold deposit. It's supposed to be a true story.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I thought I heard up on that stream that come down from the Uncle Cal, there was an Indian jar or something. It was washed up with the rains, and there was gold nuggets in it.
Yeah, I heard that story a long time ago.
Menifee or Downey?
Now Menifee. So if that, if they did find it, obviously they got those nuggets from somewhere else, but hit them there. Unless there's a few in the old days.
I'm guessing all the gold was in the hard rock. They had to smash all the rock to get the gold out.
Mm-hmm. Of course, what's his name? I can't think of his name. Wickard. He says that when he was a kid out there, his parents found a couple nuggets in that Salt Creek or one of those when it used to come all the way down from the mountains, but without all the concrete and everything in its way. So.
Yeah, I wonder how long they looked.
I don't know. That's a story anyway.
What do you call it that these guys are doing with looking underwater?
sniping.
They're finding nuggets that way out there.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they sell them. If you look on Facebook under East Fork Prospectors, you might see some pictures of it. If you look under photos and that, you'll see some pictures of some of the stuff they find back there. They want everybody, they're getting these shirts made up, everybody that goes up there, East Fork Prospectors. But the other thing I don't like about the shirt, I said, on the back, this guy, he has like a shovel and a pick, but then he has a skull, you know. I don't know. And I said, I was just joking, you know, that one Seinfeld where he has to wear the pirate shirt or whatever you call it.
Oh, the fluffy.
Yeah, and he says, but I don't want to be a pirate. So that's what I put on there. So I don't want to be a pirate. This guy got all, he thought I was making, you know, said, well, a lot of people like that shirt. You don't have to wear it if you don't want to. So I was just joking.
You know what they should have for people, you know, that are the regulars that come up,
Yeah.
they should have some kind of cabinet that they drop in with a helicopter or something that, you know, under lock and key and everything where they can lock up stuff in there.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
They won't do it.
Oh. Yeah.
A long time ago, I don't know if you remember, for some reason you wanted to put a skull on your hard hat.
A skull.
A sticker. I think they might have started as stickers. It seemed like you wanted to a long time ago.
I don't remember that at all.
Somebody else.
No, it was Larry. I mean, that's like a long time
Sure, I
ago.
wasn't just joking. That's not really my style.
With a crossbow.
Maybe it was that, not, you know, when you hit your head real hard that
Yeah.
time, maybe that had something to do with it.
Well, the
It
guy.
was a long time ago when it was just like me and you there before then.
Oh.
I don't know.
When I explained it to the guy, I was just joking. Then he said, yeah, well, a lot of people like that skull. It makes you feel like you're a rebel or something. You know? I said, well, to me, it looks like you're trying to be like a pirate. You know, I don't see how it ties in with the San Gabriel East Fork at all. But, you know, do what you want.
Whatever makes it happen.
Yeah. Here's what we got yesterday, September 4th at the East Fork San Gabriel. Our usual spot. I think this might be the best we ever got, just in, you know, part of one day going there. The bazooka worked very nice. I was going to clean it out yesterday, but because of the heat, just too tired. So actually my wife separated it for me. She knew I was burned out. I went down to get separated from the pan. She had already done all the work. Now we'll try it again sometime.